Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel and welcome to episode 3 of Nerds Tell, where each week I ask the nerd community a question and we hear some of your responses. So this week's question was, what is your favorite video game of all time and why? Mario was basically all our adopted father. I mean, who didn't try to, do Mortal Kombat moves like low roundhouse kick to your siblings? With my sister, it was playing Dungeon Master on her Atari computer. And then she's like, where should we go? Where should we go? Left or right? Did you see a key? I don't think I saw a key. I especially have some great memories with my older brother playing video games. He would actually, threaten me that he would beat me up or something if I didn't watch him play video games. So I remember watching him, play Resident Evil, watching him play Final Fantasy. Oh, so many Final Fantasies. Scratch his back or something, in order for me to get a turn to play. And with my younger brother, ever since he had any semblance of coordination with his thumbs, he was basically playing video games. He grew up playing video games. So my favorite video game of all time, the one, where your mom's like, get off! And you're like, no, Mom! How about no? I think the one that I've invested like the most hours in and I've definitely had the most enjoyment out of is gonna have to be one of the most revolutionary games to ever hit the industry. And that's gonna be Halo. Halo for Xbox. It was just such an amazing game. It was the first kind of first-person shooter that was ever, completely immersive, interactive, just a game changer in terms of the design, the composition of the game, the concepts in there. I remember playing Halo for hours and hours and hours with my older brother, Mark. We would be playing that thing, till like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, my hands would be going numb and cold because I just couldn't play anymore. And sometimes we couldn't beat a level. We'd have to use strategy, like you go this way, I go this way. Hands down, I'm gonna have to say Halo was my favorite video game. Just logged in so many hours into that game and just great memories playing with my older brother, Mark. And also it was my little brother, Adam's first video game that he ever played. So he became a master at that. He was almost better than me and my brother. So now let's take a little look-see and see what your guys' favorite video games of all time were. Whoop!
Udo from Germany. My name is Marco from the YouTube channel Retro. And Laura asked, what is your all-time favorite video game? My all-time favorite is Turtles 4, Turtles in Time for the Super NES. I like the artwork, I like the sound, I like the co-op, and yes, I like turtles. Thanks, I'm out. Be legend. Gute. Gute is a word from a German dialect out of Hessen, and you can say Gute for hello and Gute for goodbye. And now I say Gute.
So the question is, what is my favorite video game of all time? It's Ratchet & Clank. This game is so good. This is the original for the PlayStation 2. They did make one for PlayStation 4, and they remastered it for PlayStation 3. So if you have any of those, you should probably get it, because it's super fun. Explosions, funny characters, just planets galore. There's so much to do in this game, and it's so fun. I recommend it.
Hello, Laura. I guess you can tell from the mask I'm wearing that the game that I remember most was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the number 2, that arcade edition where they made for the NES. I remember playing that in the arcades, just spending like 10, 20, 30 bucks in quarters, could not get off that game. Whenever I wanted to get off, Shredder would say something like, I want turtle soup, or start insulting you in some way, and then you just gotta spend more quarters. You gotta keep going. You gotta kill them all. You gotta kill Krang. So, anyways, that's definitely one of the best games for NES or arcade. Bye, Laura!
Hello? Oh, hey, Laura. How's it going? Oh, you got a question? What is my favorite game of all time? Oh, that's easy. It's gotta be Super Mario Brothers. I love that game. I love the Nintendo. I loved everything about it. That's definitely my favorite game. And the Nintendo was probably my favorite console ever created. So that's gotta be my answer. I mean, I got a Super Mario Brothers right here next to me always. So, what's that? You gotta go? Oh, okay. You got other people you gotta ask? What? I thought I was your favorite. Hello? Hello? Oh well.
This is CharlieTwoDelta from good old Germany, even though it doesn't seem like that in the background. I remember playing this real-time strategy game called June 2, and it was the mother of all RTS games. And I remember when my mom, she had to hide my keyboard because I was playing it so extensively. What she didn't know was that you could use that keyboard, the mouse, just to play the game. So, yeah, I have some fond memories of that game, even though it's not really my favorite. But hey, it was back in the 90s, so yeah, there wasn't very much to do back then.
My favorite video game of all time is Crash Bandicoot, because it's the archetype of hero that all we want to be sometime. You know, save the girl, the world, everything else.
Hello, it's a Gormanista from Gormany again, and today Laura Legends asked me about my favorite video game of all times, and this is a pretty mean question because there are so many video games. Back in the days I started with Space Invaders on my Atari, and then there was Mario 3 on the NES, like Mega Man 2 on the NES, the Turtles of course on the NES, then later on A Link to the Past on the Super Nintendo, Star Fox on the Super Nintendo, and then a little later, since the PlayStation came out, it was Final Fantasy VII. But there are so many video games! I have to make a tough decision, a very tough decision. And the favorite video game of mine is, drumroll, Metal Gear Solid. Yes, indeed. Why Metal Gear Solid? Because I played it over and over and over and over and over again. So many playthroughs, and I discovered every little single secret. Yes, even that secret. So Metal Gear Solid is my favorite video game, and to all of you watching this, enjoy the rest of the video. Stay legendary.
My favorite video game. There are many to choose from: Mortal Kombat, Streets of Rage, or Sonic, but mine would have to be Street Fighter 2. Not only because it's a good game, but it was a nice way for me and my brothers to sit down, have a few games, have some fun, winner stay on. Because you know, brothers, we don't always get along, but as soon as that game went on, all the fighting stopped. And of course sisters as well. So my favourite game would have to be Street Fighter 2. Look forward to hearing everyone else's.
It's so interesting to see what you guys were into, you know, when you were younger, a little bit older, you know, were you into arcade games, console games, PC games? Everyone's different, and that's why I absolutely love doing these Nerds Tell All episodes. So thank you so much to everyone who participated. I absolutely love hearing your answers, and thank you so much for taking the time to send me a clip. So, because it is the Christmas season, I thought that the next episode of Nerds Tell All should be kind of Christmas themed, don't you think? So my question for all you guys next week for episode 4 of Nerds Tell All is, what was that one Christmas toy you never got? Was it a video game? Was it a video game console? Was it a playset? Was it a Transformer, a G.I. Joe, a VHS, a stuffy? What was it? I definitely know what I'm gonna say. You know, there's gotta be that one toy that you just never got. Santa was busy. Santa couldn't make it. Santa couldn't get it. We got no money.
You've been bad.
So if you guys want to be featured in next week's episode, just read my description down below on the 3 easy steps to submit your clip. So please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I come with new videos every week. Come check me out on social media to help support the channel on Patreon. So thank you guys so much for watching, and stay legendary.